Welcome. This is the second go-kart magazine of the season, and after Wackersdorf, the Under-18 World Championship, leaving Germany for Alcaniz in Spain for its second event, and after the rain and cold and temperatures of Bavaria, the 80 drivers are heading for this 1.7-kilometre long circuit in sweltering heat in the desert region of Aragon. What a nice change then, and some great racing in the offing. The stars of the future, you can be spotted right here. Let's get underway with the idea of this championship is to reduce costs, and for this CIK made invitation tender to give the drivers an economic solution with a unique engine, and it allows for a new championship to get a bit of sporting equality out there. One style of driving, chassis setup and the rest of it. All the difference is made up on the track where it should be.
I
started as a driver in 1981, says Albino Parolin, and after 5 or 6 years of karting activity, I started to work on karting myself in the wider program. And step by step from mechanics, I became a constructor of the chassis and also of engines. He's, of course, the president of Racing Kart, Parolin Racing Kart. 15 people, 2 trucks are necessary every weekend, and among these 15, 2 work directly with CIK, 2 work for the Parc Fermé and CIK stewards and check the engines, 3 work for the Trophy Academy teams, and 8 others are available to help out in the under-18 category requiring any kind of fixing, which is, believe me, quite long term. Well, each weekend Parolin promises to give engines ready-made for the 2 categories and to carry out technical assistance during all of the racing. I give the drivers the best chance of having a good race, simple as that. Busy operation, good one. So second pre-final of the day, starting grids same as pre-final one, but total reverse order. The quickest drivers then starting from last. Unbelievable. Leo Roussel from Zodi. Well, he didn't start from the pre-grid due to a problem with the starter, and it's Liam Goat in the Parolin who's on pole. On the inside, Braconti in the Techno, better placed, takes the lead in the first turn, stays there as well for a wee while. Lubin Amveg in the Energy, the Swiss, yes, taking the lead, followed by Francesco Bracotti and Eddie Jones in the Maranello. Eddie from the UEA these days, and it's Eddie Jones in the 63 car, and Brascotti in the 28, battling for second place with Bracotti getting past Jones, and Fabio as well, just taking advantage and getting that third spot. Plenty of chops and changes in these race twos, and Edward Jones and Favaro as well, with Bracotti having a rare old scrap out there. Great to see. Meanwhile, the big names are starting to fight their way through the field, and it goes haywire, as you can see. Big battle between Bracotti and Eddie Jones, pushing the Italian driver, goes head straight off the track. Jake Dennis started way back off pole. The second pre-final, he's moving up the ranking very, very quickly. And Anvag and Favaro fighting for the lead. Even Anvag undergoing some great pressure as well, enduring, I should say, from Favaro. Super, little by little. It's Edward Jones that joins that leading duo. Yeah, so the duo becomes a trio. And it really is eyeballs out there on lap 2 of the 9. Busy stuff here. Terrific circuit. If you're ever in the area and this is your thing, you can hire karts and have a go. Lap 3, Edward Jones moving past leaving Amberbeck. Second spot in front, the lead positions, well, not changing, but the track, well, it's getting nice and glued up, isn't it? You can see it, particularly in some of their heavier braking areas. Jake Dennis is there, a lot of changes. Pre-final, second grid, total reverse of order from first, don't forget. Jake Dennis, who finished race 1 third, was on 30th, don't forget. But after 1 lap, he's up to 12th. Unbelievable passage. Big effort for the Wackersdorf event as well. And in lap 4, he's fighting with Carlos Villa in the Mach 1, Liam Gout in the 10, Jordan Chamberlain, and Adam Sterling as well in the Intrepid, another one of the Brits here. So many of them, they've done such good work, but look at that, Jake Dennis getting a big hit. Yes, Liam Gout puts an end to his incredible climb, unfortunately. Yeah, tough one. Timo Suinen is same case as Jake Dennis, with his win in the pre-final. Starts the pre-final second in last on the grid. And the first lap, he moved up 12 spots. He was in 18th. 4 places won after 2 laps. 4 more, I should say. He finished lap 3, 13th. Lap 4, he was 9th. And on lap 5, he was 7th. And in this 7th lap, yes, 1 more place. He'll be 6th. And we'll be finishing unbelievably in this race, targeting a podium spot. Now, would he get it? It was a huge, huge ask. What a way to drag through the field. And do some great work as well on behalf of his Maranello chassis. Look at this, carving his way through. A man absolutely at the top of his game. How do the Finns do it? No contact at all, but just measuring his pace so beautifully. It was an absolute pleasure to watch out there. Timo Suonen. Wonderful. Slowly but surely getting through to some of the leading men who are even less likely to see their positions out front. Simone Favaro still leading with Edward Jones a few tenths behind. Edward Jones trying his chance to take the lead, putting pressure on Simone Favaro. The Italian driver staying strong, holding position, and there wouldn't be a change on this one before the finish line. Look at this, super look up the inside of Edward Jones, racing under the flag of the UAE, I should say, unless he's moved to Norfolk. Final lap, great battle between those two, but that said, they did not want to throw it away either. Finish line was coming their way. Good effort by the pair, and a huge round of applause for Timo Suonen, finishing in 4th place, in fact 3rd by the end. Yeah, he did get that podium. Super job. Sterling and Chamberlain 6 and 7 top Brits here. We'll be back with more from the Under-18 World Championships here at Alcaniz in just a moment. Last event. Pre-finals now are finished, so preparing for the final itself, and it allows us to score points for the championship. All and every single metre counts here. Everything's reset. 18 laps of battle ahead. Well, 2 good results and 2 pre-finals. Logically, Timo Suonen is on pole, and logically as well, he's been so good. Takes a terrific start, followed by Adrian Del Rio in the PCR, who doesn't hesitate at all to have a real go at him. Suonen versus Del Rio then, and a real scrap between the pair of them on the first lap. It was absolutely superb. Swapping spots again and again through each corner, keeping an eye on the field at the same time. Well, a missed turn for the 57 Del Rio puts him in difficulty on the high part of the track, as you can see, and he's moved past. It's Adam Sterling who gets him on the 24 kart, thrown as well by Chiara Poletto in the Paralin, and Lieven Amveg as well also gets through. Just shows you how costly one small mistake can be. After a great start, Del Rio finds himself in 5th place. Well, even John Norris, the Irishman in the Intrepid, decides to have a go here. They're queuing up to take a punch at Del Rio, and moves past him as well. Super job by the Irishman. 6 laps later, Suonen still leading, followed by Adam Sterling. Just close at hand as well, Chiara Poletto maintaining her 3rd place. Adrian Del Rio, Lieven Amveg fighting for 4th. Jake Dennis, well, he's having another great race here, winning step by step through the field. 17th on the grid, moved 5 positions in the first lap. That's how good he is, this kid. Yes, and just keeps on going. 7th lap, he's in 8th place and continues to climb up the order out front. Significant interval then now between the leading trio and the pack, as they just start to edge away with their advantage. Look at him go in a straight line. Distance between the leaders and the chasers, but it's still changing. It's not set in concrete at all within the pack. Jordan Chamberlain is there, Del Rio is there, Lieven Amveg, Jake Dennis, John Norris fighting for 4th place. A great scrap going on there as well. And it's Lieven Amveg who makes the first move there. Adrian Del Rio with a mistake again. He's got to settle himself down under pressure. Jake Dennis as well benefits from that. And it's Jordan Chamberlain leaving Amveg, and Jake Dennis with Adrian Del Rio and John Norris also having a good old belt here. And it's not over at all on the downhill part of the course. Adrian Del Rio makes his attack, trying to make amends for his areas earlier, leaving Amveg. Misses out though, out front. Leading positions don't change. Timo Suonen, Adam Sterling, Chiara Poletto. Yes, she's one of 2 female drivers in the category, and Chiara Poletto doing a great job here. Doesn't have as good a setup though, it seems, as her Finnish rivals, but she maintains position out there amongst them. Adam Sterling waiting for a good chance to attack Timo Suonen, and the pack of chasers. Jake Dennis has moved past Jordan Chamberlain for 4th spot. Yeah, Del Rio, well, tries to take his chance. Having a look at Chamberlain, looks up the inside, and makes it stick when it finally switches to him. 2 laps later, the leaders and the chasers holding on to those positions. And the high part of the track, it really does descend and rise this track beautifully. Jake Dennis, it is. Lets Del Rio, Jordan Chamberlain go by. Well, we say that loosely. Obviously, he was scrapping like a good one out there, but yeah, it's a real hard one, this one. Leaders and chasers, it seems, just locked apart, if that's correct English. Look at this. A real battle by the Finns, and then this absolute flotilla here of scrapping going on. Super work by all of them. Jake Dennis and Del Rio, Jordan Chamberlain, and here is Jordan Chamberlain having a look at the inside of Del Rio on his Intrepid. Super camera work here, lovely on boards. Chamberlain keeping his rhythm, slipstreaming Del Rio, passing him for 4th place that was, and out front the trio, well, they're not going to get caught here by this point. And indeed, Adam Sterling still at the wheels of Timo Suonen. Where will he decide to have a go? First technical turn up the hill sector of the track, good place to make your attack, and he makes it stick. Attack turning to defence almost immediately. Well, as the 65, Timo Suonen is faster in this part of the course. Comes up to Adam Sterling. Their karts very close to each other, as you can see. The 24 kart just edging up, and then too wide on the turn, gets it back on the inside. Fabulous battling here. Well, Del Rio faster on the left. Timo Suonen taking turn too wide. Adam Sterling finally the last word, taking the interior. Super work. The Irish driver in front of the Finn, despite a high speed. 2 world events, just didn't succeed when it mattered here. And Adam Sterling punching the air, doing a great job after 18 laps. 3rd place for the Italian lady driver. Very impressive weekend for Poletto. Good work throughout the field. Keith Snell.